Our top story, President Trump. He claims there is now a ceasefire agreement in place between Israel and Iran. This comes after Iran launched missiles at a U.S. military base in Qatar earlier today.
That launch was in retaliation to the American bombing of Iran's nuclear sites on Saturday. But about an hour ago, the president did announce that, quote, complete and total ceasefire between the two countries, set to start several hours from now. KRON 4's Rob Nesbitt joining us live in the newsroom with reaction from a local expert on the Middle East. Rob.
Noel and Grant, Saturday's strike carried out by the U.S. into Israel was successful in dropping several 30,000-pound bombs on an Iranian nuclear facility. The missiles used today in Qatar were intercepted. This video shows the moment 19 missiles flew through the air Monday in an attempt to strike one of two U.S. air bases in Qatar. University of San Francisco Director of Middle Eastern Studies, Stephen Zunis, says Iran is retaliating after missiles struck their nuclear facility.
They're not going to buckle very easily. They figure, why does Israel get to have nuclear weapons, Pakistan get to have nuclear weapons, India get to have nuclear weapons, but we can't even have a civilian nuclear program.
President Trump posted on Truth Social Monday, claiming that Israel and Iran agreed on a ceasefire. The post came minutes after both nations warned of future strikes.
We have unleashed a can of worms here, and how much can be contained remains to be seen. I don't think we're going to have a full-scale war like Iraq. Iran's 3 times larger than Iraq in population and size. It's very mountainous. It's not like we can have a sweeping in like the troops did in 2003. But on the other hand, we're not going to be bogged down in a bloody counterinsurgency war either.
Monday's airstrike attempt came shortly after Qatar closed its airspace as a precaution amid threats from Iran. U.S. officials have reported no deaths, and Iran says it targeted the base because it's outside a populated area. Zunis says Iran has a very hefty arsenal of missiles at its disposal and could have conducted a massive attack.
The fact that it was a limited strike may indeed be a signal that the Iranians don't want to escalate. But they did feel they had to have some kind of response after the U.S. bombing.
There are about 11,000 personnel stationed at the base where the attempted airstrike took place. It is a coalition of forces and also includes 100 operational aircraft. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Rob Nesbitt, KRON 4 News.
Rob, thank you.